I'm Tato Cat, welcome to my channel. Today we're playing Asterism. Previously, we went on a little adventure and saved some lady that turned out to be a constellation, and found out we are meant to save them. The constellations, we're their protectors, and they'll help us out in return. And she gave us this necklace thing. And then we went to go take our test, and we found out our sister works at Coin, and I still suspect that she is full pay. And now that we passed our test, we are now looking around our new office. That's pretty much where we left off. Alright, let's continue. This wing is all for research and development. Some rooms are offices for researchers making documentation. Some are labs for experience, etc. A lot of high-level stuff, of course. And over here is my office. Ooh, cool. Random puppy.
I see you all passed. Congratulations. You must have had a good teacher to have already passed your first day of exams. But it was just a questionnaire.
And yet, some of you still almost failed. What are you doing in my office?
I felt dropping by for a little bit. I thought you might want to know what tomorrow's test would consist of.
Really? Please tell us.
Tomorrow's test will be an actual test, a written test. You'll be asked on, well, what else? Specters. You have until tomorrow night to prepare, so I'm sure you'll do fine.
It's kind of hard to tell with this one right here. Don't lean on my shoulder while saying that.
Why are the tests only at night? Couldn't we go ahead and take the test now? I'm afraid not, since the test days are randomly selected each year in order to make sure that you're actually prepared and not cramming. One test is a field test on the grounds. This is why all 3 tests are held at night, so no one knows what day the field test will be on.
So, the field test is the day after tomorrow.
Oops, did I say that? I guess it must have slipped. Oh, now I remember what I came here for. Gemini, or just Gem at least, is on the 6th floor recovery unit if you'd like to see her. I'll see you all tomorrow night, hopefully.
Are you blushing? Alright, let's make one last stop by the recovery floor. Oh, I wasn't expecting company this late at night. We thought we'd stop by for a little bit. How are you feeling? I'm feeling a lot better now, thanks to you. That's good to hear. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Tanya.
Ophi.
It's nice to meet all of you. I'm Jim, but you probably already know that. Wait, what are you guys doing here so late? Don't you have bedtimes or something?
We're in high school, not elementary school.
We were taking the coin aligner certification test. Oh, that sounds so cool. I hope you all pass. Of course, I know Kotachi will pass, so if you're all friends, then I have faith in all of you. Jim's the exact opposite of Ophi. Thanks for your support. Once you're all become certified, I don't think that makes any sense. We can go look for Ini. Oh, Inai. The rest of the Zodiac are definitely in the world of pain right now, and you're the only one that can help, but no rush. Don't say morbid things with a smile. I'm kidding. Even if you tried to rush to get stronger, you'd just be a sitting duck. We're not from this world, and thus can't fully live in this world. All of us have a key to our homes, the places we're from. When specters attack us, they convince us to stay sheltered there, far away from help. That's where we met in our home. Siren must have found the key. But Inai fled before you got there, probably to one of our friends' homes.
Then we can find Inai if we just use the other keys.
And that's where the waiting part begins. It took hundreds of missions just to turn up that one key. Even though we know what to look for now, there's no telling how many we missed in the past. Yep, and the keys to all our homes are not there. Even I wouldn't have been able to tell you where ours was. Why all the secrecy then? Shouldn't you want people to have your keys so you don't get contaminated? That's what we used to believe, but years ago, people had our keys and somewhat knew about us. However, people would fight over the keys just to get a chance to fight us and win our abilities for themselves. Many people wanted the glory of having human constellations by their side, but weren't strong enough. Constellations can die if we're too contaminated, but humans can also die from being attacked by constellations. To humans, constellation attacks are like paper cuts, but even paper cuts start to add up and expand after a while. Our last protector advised us to give him the keys, and he'd spread them around so no one would be able to fight over them. You saw how injured Siren got fighting the both of us, and how injured some of you got just fighting me. That doesn't mean you should hide in fear. We'll find the rest of the keys in the Zodiac, alright? Yeah, I mean, there's only 12 signs, so that means there are 11 are left. 12 if you include Inai. For now though, you guys should just focus on getting stronger. Inai and I are basically two halves of a whole, so we're each only half as strong as any of the other Zodiac constellations. You've got a lot of training to do still. Half? For now, I think it's time to get some rest before the test tomorrow. Definitely. Good night. Get some rest, Jim. Yeah. The girl turns to the window, peeking out at the night sky through the crack. Another protector, another night waiting. Dot dot dot. Just like that, his stuff is moved out and his successor is moved in. Just like that.
It's quiet, isn't it?
He always had some local radio station on. I'm not even sure if he listened to it. It was just background noise. That was always here.
I thought about bringing a TV in and leaving it on the news, but it'd be more of a distraction than anything.
I walk over to the cabinet against the wall, idly gazing over the little stuff of his that remains. There's a small box in the bottom of the cabinet behind years of paperwork with miscellaneous items from loose papers to a key.
What's all that? Random trinkets?
Yeah, I'll add it to the boxes. Everything else is ready to go. HR will want to look through the papers, but everything else.
How long did you know him?
Years. I guess he always was someone who put work first, huh?
We'd been meeting every day for planning the exams. It was the same preparation, same tests we do every year. In theory, we'll be able to continue them tomorrow night without a hitch, right?
So young. Siren is barely 24. Now he's responsible for the entire organization. Will he be able to handle it?
Kotachi.
Do you want to fail tonight? Were you saying something?
Yeah, just the essentials of Spectre information.
Oh, carry on then. Ow.
You're not going to pass at this rate. Fine, take a nap, see if I care.
It doesn't look like he'll even make it out of class today. Well, you can quiz me at least.
Alright. Where do constellations come from?
The sky.
Alright. How did they get from the sky to here?
They just appeared? Maybe? Question mark. Is this our sister? I don't know who it is. For shame, asking a trick question as your first question. Oh. It is Tiny Fox.
It's not that much of a trick question.
The correct answer is that we don't know. It's been theorized that some higher power manifests different constellations as a way for humans to fight against specters long ago.
So the answer is just, I don't know.
Yep.
Wait, hold up. Where have you been? We haven't seen you for like 2 days. There's lead out there that isn't as dense as you.
Anyway, I've got a date in a few minutes.
Now she thinks foxes can date? Why'd you even show up?
Surprise visits are the key to making sure my students are being studious. And I wanted to brag. See you tonight.
Anyway, question 2. Can anyone see constellations but not specters? Or vice versa?
Maybe?
Wrong. If you can see one, you can see the other.
Wait, are you purposefully giving me trick questions?
Fine. I'll make the next one easy. Question 3. Is the ability to see specters passed down from family members?
I don't think so.
Correct. It's completely random. If someone is born with the ability to see them or not. Question 4. Does everybody start seeing specters at the same age?
Sure.
Wrong. Some people start seeing them when they're toddlers. Others can't see them until almost high school. Take Kotachi for instance. He couldn't see them for the first year I knew him.
Wow. How do you remember all this stuff? Did someone teach you when you were younger?
I had to figure out most of this stuff on my own. I've seen them my whole life.
Do you think Rico might be the same way?
Maybe.
See, I'm right. She is Volpe.
I'm sorry for asking you to meet me on here on such a short notice. When I heard you had the day off, I thought I'd take a longer lunch break.
Is that so uncommon?
Now it is. I got 3 meetings after this, half an hour break for dinner, then the second round of exams begin.
Work isn't everything, you know?
I know. So, tell me, what exactly is it that you do? It's one thing to hear a job description from the boss, but it's another thing entirely to hear it from the worker.
Oh, did Henry talk about me? He better have said good things. I'm a lead researcher on the connection between constellation and specters. I hope one day we might better understand where the two come from and how they relate to each other.
Bye. You must be working on cutting edge stuff over there. Of course, it seems your little brother might soon be able to help you.
No, he's more of a hands-on type of guy. I can't see him sitting behind a desk crunching data every day. We'll have to borrow his revolver someday for a little experimentation. I'd love to find out why some constellations are stronger than others.
Yes, that would be a striking breakthrough. Though, I don't mean to intrude. But if you're the older sibling, why weren't you given the family heirloom?
Oh, don't worry. It's a good question. It's because they're his family heirlooms. We're not actually related. Don't worry. It's an open fact. Did I surprise you?
A bit. Henry had mentioned that you were continuing your work of your mother and your grandmother.
I am. My mother was a workaholic and a single mother, but she had less friends with Kotachi's mother. She died when I was little, so Kotachi's parents took me in. It's alright though. She was on the verge of a breakthrough and I want to see it this through.
I was wondering how someone so young could accomplish so much. You seem very determined about this.
I guess that's just Kotachi's stubbornness rubbing off on me. I am worried about him though. He's still such a kid.
How do you mean?
He wants to become a full-fledged liner, but now he's seemingly responsible for helping human constellations. Of course he doesn't want to. He is still the same way he was when we were kids. He hates change. I thought moving away for work would push him towards growing out of it, but he's still so stubborn. I'm sorry. He asked me out here to relax. Here I am, going on about family problems.
Don't worry, it's fine. I moved here alone a few years ago, so I'm a bit distant from my family. It's nice to hear about how much you care for them, but you shouldn't worry too much. I believe they'll all pass the exams. After all, They have such a wonderful teacher.
We'll see tonight. Kotachi's not the best at running tests, but if he can make it past tonight, he should be fine. Good luck! I hope you've all studied.
Too bad for us, Kotachi doesn't understand what studying means. It's his own fault that he's the weakest link.
You know, in some animal packs, they leave the weakest behind. I get it, you're all just jealous, and this is the only way you can vent. Oh, don't worry. You'll all do fine. Just you wait. Yeah, just you wait. I'll show all of you up. Are you actually going to ask us the questions, and then I have to answer them? You can sit over there. Time to get this over with. Question 1. What are specters sometimes called in older texts?
These monsters are called specters.
What are these night crawlers you talk about then?
That's just another name for them. It's an older name.
Alright, next question. Question 2. Where do specters originate from? There's so many specters out tonight. Hey, I've got an idea. What if we all attack the source? It'd be like a surprise attack.
There is no source. Specters just exist. We don't know where they come from, except that they can only be seen in dark places.
But what if we had a big group of people gather at night? That surely attracts specters. And then we'll all attack?
Now you're not making any sense.
I'm on a roll.
You better not have blown this test.
Come on, you need to have more confidence in me.
Maybe once you earn it.
Ayane Miu. Yes? 93. Great. Good job, Ayane. Levi Chrono. 80. Ooh.
Woot. I passed.
Oofy. Mira. Is it? Amazing job. 95. Well, that was expected.
What? I definitely made 100. This is bullshit.
Let me see. Oh, here it is. Kotachi Asterism. Remarkable. Really? 97. Everyone is shocked by us. I wish they made me do the questions, though. What?
That's literally impossible. Are you sure those numbers aren't supposed to be reversed?
I told you guys to have more faith in me. And how exactly did you pull off this miracle? I had help, of course. I knew it. You cheated. Why are you always thinking the worst about me? I thought back to all the times I was with Ovi.
What? Don't say stuff like that. Wow, maybe you can teach me more sometime.
Tomorrow is the field test, but don't get too overconfident. In the past, it's been the hardest test.
It's known as the day that eliminates the most potential candidates.
So, don't go into thinking it'll be a walk in the park, alright? For now, let's celebrate with a late night snack.
I'll have to call a rain check on that. I still got some work I need to finish tonight.
Oh, alright. But first, I'm going to visit Jim. I want to see how she's doing.
Alright, let's go.
Hello, it's a bit late at night, isn't it? Are your exams going well? They are. We passed 2 already, so we won more tomorrow night, and that's it. We have one more tomorrow night, and that's it. Great. It won't be too long before we can help the rest of the Zodiac, right? I guess. Definitely. Definitely. We're confident now. We passed the test. Definitely. Great. That's what I like to hear. Now, let's get started. Huh? Come on. Let's go find the rest of them. You're still hurt. You've got to stay here. And we can't all go looking for them just yet. Kotachi's still got one more exam, remember? And then I'll let him start hunting for keys. Oh, alright. But I'm getting tired of sitting around in here. I'm coming with you. Are you sure you want to leave? Don't you need to rest a bit longer? No, you're staying here. No, you're staying here. I'm your boss. You stay here until you get more rest. No, you're staying here. You haven't had enough rest yet, and we still have one more test. And you're not listening to me. I'm coming with you. I just know that Inai is nearby somewhere. Is that some sort of constellation radar? I think that's more of a twin radar. No, it's a twin thing, silly. Actually, no one can tell constellations apart from humans visually, so you'll need me to help you find the rest of the zodiac. Well, how do I explain it? We all have multiple forms, but some of us, like me, only have two, a human form and a zodiac form. Maybe I'll explain it in more detail later, but in our human form, we're able to be seen by regular people and blend in perfectly. Only way to tell if they're a constellation is if we already know them. But anyway, you'll see how strong the zodiac are for sure. When we find Inai, of course, I can't help you much without him. Of course, that also means if our roles were reversed, then he wouldn't be able to help you a lot either. I get it. You're not completely useless. Yeah. This is going to be a long few decades, isn't it? Decades? Well, obviously this is for life. Whether that be short or long. It was nice knowing you. Not this shit again. Alright, you can come with us. Yay! But you won't be sleeping in my house, and definitely not stealing my blankets and my food. Oh no, I've got my own house. You already saw it. The house. Then you noticed that you were in a house when you found Inai and I? Well, not our full house. That was really just the bottom floor with a few guest rooms and the koi pond. Wait, all of that was just one floor in your house? Yeah. We all have our own homes, places where we can rest. And I share one, of course. They're special, and I have no clue where their geographical location is, so anyone else has to have a key to each of our homes. But yeah, I'll be staying in my own place, so don't worry about me. Go get some rest now. She's telling me to get some rest. Alright, let's go get something to eat. Dig in. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
I thought after a few years you two might grow up, but you're still the same as ever. It was your mistake for thinking we'd ever change.
Hey, I said thank you eventually.
Eventually? Rico, how did you become affiliated with Coin? It's a long story. No, so we're not going to hear the story. Got it. I didn't know that. You were too young to remember anyway. Your parents don't like to talk about it. I also found out a lot of things after I started working here. Back in the day, they called Spectre's Nightcrawler, a group of entrepreneurial liners established Coin, containment of independent nightcrawlers. The global population was a lot smaller back then, so there was only a handful of people who could even see specters, let alone fight them. So, it was one of the first organizations centered around researching and fighting specters. Having a descendant lead the group would have been great, except you can't control who can and can't see specters. They were lucky enough to have a son that could see specters, so after he and his wife died, the son managed the organization. However, neither of his kids could see specters. You can't really manage a corporation having never seen what the company is fighting against. It'd probably make you go mad. So, after the son died, he passed it off to a colleague. There's a lot more detail in the records, but it seems every Celestial Liner and president has, on the side, been tasked with trying to keep updated records about the company constellations, everything. Why does everyone seem so dismal at Coin? The president of Coin passed away a few nights ago. Oh. I did hear something was going on, but I didn't know. I'm so sorry. It's alright. Just so sudden. We're still trying to figure out the new normal. And Siren is the new president? Whoa, how'd you guess that? He called himself the president at the first round of exams. Oh yeah. Yeah, he is. He was always set up to be the successor, but we always figured he'd have longer to learn underneath him. It's just a big mess right now. Rico came home that night after we found Jim, when people were muttering about something happening so suddenly. Maybe I should have considered something might be going on with her.
They're still continuing the exams with all this going on?
They were already all planned. It was easier to keep them on schedule than to push them back. Come on, eat up before it gets cold. You guys need to rest up before tomorrow.
Why did she lie though?
You feeling alright?
I'm fine.
You can sit back for a bit. We're working in groups, so you don't have to push yourself.
I'm not going to hang around like a dead weight.
Come on, everyone look alive. Just one more exam.
Good evening, everyone. The final test is about to begin. But first, congratulations on making it this far. Tonight's test will be the test of endurance, but also a test of teamwork. You must be able to work in a group in order to succeed. When you walked in tonight, you were each given numbered slips of paper. Please proceed upstairs to the testing floor to find the area coordinating with your number. The people with your number will be your allies for the night. Many times when you are assigned missions, you will be given a place but won't know the fellow liner on the mission with you. Learning how to work in a group with anyone will be key.
Oh, so that's what these are for. I got 12. What'd you get?
12. Great.
Aw, you don't have to act so happy. Looks like I'm stuck with you two.
Ayane, trade numbers with me. Each of you will proceed to the following course area in the 3rd floor. Basement. When your number is called, be prepared to go at a moment's notice.
Group 8, please proceed to the testing area. Aw, Levi.
That's a weird number to start on. They're randomly picking numbers so no one knows when it's time to go.
You read my mind. How'd you know? I knew that. You read my mind. You read my mind.
No, it's that dumb look on your face that gave it away.
Wouldn't you want people to be prepared and ready to go though? It sounds like it wastes a lot of time getting through the groups of people who aren't ready. That's why though. We're most likely going to be timed, so groups that aren't ready are at a disadvantage. By mixing up the numbers, it puts everyone on edge.
This is a trial run of what it's like in the fields. It's not going to be easy.
Group 11, please proceed to the testing area. I guess they're not waiting for the groups to be done before calling us. That probably means they have multiple courses. Group 6, please proceed to the testing area.
I wonder how long this test is supposed to be.
It can't be too long or else there'd be groups testing into the morning. So, do you think it's going to be like a dungeon? Like a 3-on-1 with a veteran? Like a dungeon? Like a dungeon? A room full of specters?
That's what I'm putting my money on.
Group 12, please proceed to the testing area. Okay, we'll see how our test goes in the next episode. I'm Taylor. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.